everyone, and welcome to the Sunday News, the non-Kickstarter edition. I am second class elitist, and with me is this wacko.
Ali Alcatraz, also known as Saint Valentine, patron saint of zombies and eating of hearts.
Valentine, I like that.
Thank you.
Interesting point on the heart.
Yes.
You know how everyone always says that this shape heart is horribly inaccurately drawn?
It's really only should be slightly more skewed than that.
Actually, no. The problem is that that's not
Wrong
supposed
angle?
to be one heart.
Oh, is it supposed
That
to be
is
two?
a heart and a heart. It's two hearts coming together. Because the heart is roughly like this shape.
Yeah, it's kind of lumpy and
yeah. And if you put two of them together, it looks like that.
Like that.
Yeah. That's what that's supposed to be.
So you have to eat two hearts.
It's not about eating.
Is Valentine's Day not about eating? I ask you, chocolate lovers.
In the words of Conan the Destroyer, it's about joining.
Smashing them together.
Sure. Okay.
All right. First of all, we want to caution everybody who may not yet have realized it that we are now, well, actually, as of tomorrow, if you're viewing this when it goes up.
Right.
So
we are within 48 hours, 24 hours of.
We are officially in the Chinese New Year slump.
Yup.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Anything that is being worked on or made in China and has not gotten to your doorstep by now
is in fact not being worked on and not being made in China
and,
for the
and
next
not
2
getting
weeks.
to your doorstep for at least the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
That includes the Conan stuff.
Oh, they really thought they were going to get it done in time, and no.
And then they missed it. And there's nothing for that now because country shuts down.
Tico, in fact, did something unique.
Yes.
To try to avoid the lull,
okay.
they had all of their not yet assembled parts shipped as parts from China to Canada. Okay. And they will be assembling in Canada instead of in China because they're at the assembly stage.
So that, you know what? Never mind. Just give it to us in pieces, and we'll take care of it.
Yeah, just to avoid trying to be late.
That's as far as we got.
Yep.
And coincidentally, this will be a wonderful year for Token Gamer Chick, as 2016 is the year of the fire monkey.
That's in fact all of her armies put together, fire and monkeys.
And monkeys. So it will probably be a dreadful year for the rest of us. But congratulations, Token Gamer Chick. This will be your year.
I want to see some new ARC stuff from Pulp City.
I'm gonna have a monkey flinging flaming poop.
You better have Flame and Monkey together in there somewhere during
Devin,
this year.
Leon, Miche, more stuff from Pulp City. Flaming monkeys.
Yeah, get on that. So, yeah, that. Happy Chinese New Year, all you monkey fans.
Happy
out
flaming
there.
monkeys.
Happy flaming monkeys to all of you. We have some representatives at the Las Vegas Open this year.
Of flaming monkeys?
They might be.
They might be.
I now have pictures of Belgarath and Merrick in my head.
On fire.
On fire in monkey suits.
To be fair, the only thing I'm adding to a regular mental image of mine is monkey suits.
Okay, anyway, Belgarath actually did very well in the Warzone tournament.
Yes, he did.
He came in third, got a really nice prize of a, I'm blanking,
Black
and I
Widow?
shouldn't because I have one of those, a Black Widow.
You're blacking?
I'm blacking on the Widow.
Yeah.
And I have one of those. I should remember that, the Black Widow from Warzone.
Hey, you've got two now. That means you can actually make one that has 8 legs.
Because goodness knows he's not going to paint it. In fact, he came in third, but the only game he lost was to the winner.
Yep.
Which was, I'm going to say everybody's name wrong. I'm warning you now.
Brian Ahrens.
Brian Ahrens, congratulations.
Second place was last year's runner-up.
Okay.
Mark Thierer.
Last year's runner-up, does that mean this year's runner-up too?
Yep.
Always a
just saying that he didn't win last year, and the person he lost to wasn't there, and he still didn't win. Mark, buddy.
Dude.
Mark, bro.
Sorry, man.
You let me down.
Sorry, man. With our Belgarath coming in third. Fourth was Christian Bayer.
Okay.
And fifth was Eric...
Teak.
Teak?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Eric, good job, man.
So,
good job, guys.
Belgarath wanted to send out a shout out. He said thanks to all that played and to Frontline Gaming for putting on the LVO and providing prize support.
Yay!
Also, well, I guess we'll mention the Drop Zone tournament anyway because they maxed out their tickets. They sold every seat. Congratulations, guys.
Honestly, the Drop Zone tournament at LVO is tight. It's one of arguably the 3 biggest Drop Zone tournaments in the year.
Which explains why, for once, Merrick didn't wreck the complete thing.
No, nothing explains Merrick's performance.
He, in fact,
He's fired.
Lost. Ellipsis mark.
And lost.
0
for 5! Merrick terminated.
So, sorry, dude. But congratulations, Belgrath, at least, and congratulations to all our winners. And I hope everybody's having a really good time over
Congratulations to all our winners, which means not Merrick.
It's not Merrick. They must be having a great time over there. There's some games we really care about over there. They've got X-Wing, and they have Armada.
Yep.
Of course, they have Malifaux. Obviously, they have Warzone. We just discussed it. And Infinity.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff happening at LVO. LVO is a convention that continues to grow every year, so I'm really excited to see where it goes from here on out.
Yeah.
Frontline's been doing a good job with it.
So good. So great job, Frontline.
Good job, guys.
Thanks very much. And
good job, everybody but Merrick.
I hope everybody had a good time, even Merrick.
I'm serious.
Occasionally has a good time.
0 for 5, he's dead to me.
Seriously.
He's dead to me.
He's not allowed back in the clubhouse. We're changing the locks. I don't think we had anybody in the Malifaux tournament, but we do at least have some weird news for you. As usual, we have your Monday preview from this past week. It was the Carrion Emmissary this week, which was the Resurrectionist Emissary.
Yeah, it was.
It was? You seem a little sad about that.
Well, I mean, they're my other faction, and arguably kind of one of our shared factions.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
dead stuff.
Because
not a fan.
Yeah.
Like, of everything that you could have gone for a being of necromantic magic, like, that's what the emissaries are. They are beings of magic.
Right.
Pure magic. They picked an anthropomorphized raven.
I believe is meant to be an anthropomorphized vulture.
Okay.
But
even
so
still,
at least,
vulture,
Carrion,
raven, crow
hence
choices.
Carrion, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's an anthropomorphized, and not completely either. Actually,
Right.
its feet are clawed and not bird feet. They're just clawed.
People feet.
Clawed people feet. Kind of looks like a winged Skeksis. Which is with its robes and everything. It's got big flowing robes that, honestly, my biggest complaint about that is I get why the robes would be plain, but it's not the 10 Thunders model.
Right.
So I'm not sure why there's big plain monk's robes on it.
I mean, maybe they're going with like the Death Shroud kind of look, but at this point you're covering
executioner cloak.
At this point, though, you're covering a whole lot of your model with no texture.
No texture that I can see.
Yeah,
on the picture of the render of the robe, unless they're just not done yet. There is, however, a lot of texture on the wings. They are feathered wings. They are extended. Mm-hmm. I love things with wings. I kind of like the pose, too. It's kind of this leaning forward, action pose kind of thing. He's got his big old beak open. So, and he does look like a carrion critter.
Yeah, the pose isn't too bad, but looks
like it's not done yet. Honestly.
It needed more time to cook. I'm just going to keep using the Nicodem avatar as the emissary. The big old throne being carried by undead.
Because he loves that.
Because you can't get much better than that piece. So.
Real quick, since the beginning of February, I wanted to let you know, real briefly, with perhaps only a single comment on each one, what's coming out. It's supposed to be coming out February. Again, we don't know when, like usual last month. Really kind of squeaking by.
I'm expecting it's probably going to be near the end of the month. February 23rd seems to be a good release date this month.
So, Aeonis.
Which I thought was a limited edition. Maybe I was wrong,
it's
but
the 10th anniversary model. Maybe it's limited to being produced this year. I don't know.
The reason why I bought one when we did was I really thought that was a one and done, just then kind of thing.
Well, you know that's never true with Wyrd.
Yeah.
The Ashes and Dust box.
Good box. Good box.
The Gunsmiths.
Nice.
A couple for this guy here. The new Silent Ones.
Beautiful. 2 models. They don't. One is a plastic version of the original. One is
Which
entirely
I love
different.
that pose.
They're both solid.
Very similar to the original.
Yeah.
That one with that pose, but not a complaint.
Yeah.
The original was,
perfect.
One of their best in their line. The Slate Ridge Mauler.
Yeah. Which again is a plastic version of the existing one that was already awesome. For people that don't have it yet, I'm glad that they can get that model in plastic.
Yeah.
Because
it was kind of stock-worthy.
I don't need one. I've already got one mounted up that's, of the old, stock-worthy metal, so...
And that's happening with some of the new ones, too, because that was me with Datsuba.
But again, I'm not going to complain about not having to buy a model, so...
Tuco.
Yeah.
That which none of us have that much to say, because we don't
it's a good Neverborn model, but...
Yeah. The Drowned, which, we'll get into my zombie list eventually.
Absolutely.
Because,
Well, they have to, because also I can, double purpose them into Ark World.
Well, yeah.
Because the zombie pirates.
Yeah. And Insidious Madness.
Hands down, like the new city. Really like the new city.
And, it's Insidious. Yeah. And it's madness. So, really, really cool there. All right. We have a really good sale to tell you about for basically this week, so it's a great time to hear about it.
Yep.
Undergroundlasers.com is
our friends at Underground Lasers.
Our friend at Underground Lasers is holding a holy crap, Valentine's Day is next week and I have not bought anything for my wife sale. That's 10% off everything on the web store.
And they've got a lot of good stuff. Counters for a lot of different games. Some great MDF terrain. There's some nice stuff.
Some variety and some fun things in there. Take a look in there. You're probably going to find something you want 10% off. You know how it is with, gaming stuff. You don't always get a sale at all.
Right.
Because, frankly, people can't afford to give you sales on most of their stuff.
I mean, generally they're priced with a really small margin anyway.
Yeah. So basically, I need money so I can buy my wife something for Valentine's Day. So
help keep this man out of the doghouse because that's not where his laser cutter is. So, then he couldn't make more stuff.
Also time sensitive, we want to let you know, want to remind you to sign up for the Impudent Mortals newsletter.
Yes.
Because it goes up on the 15th. And you want to be signed up before then, because if you sign up before then, you will get this month's coupon.
Yes. Because last month it was 20% off of all of the paint kits.
20%.
I will probably accidentally put that link below if you were looking to get a paint kit. Reason is because a couple people had asked Walt about it after they saw the show. So I know he's okay with our people finding out what it is.
Okay.
And then using that as a reason to go and sign up. But 20% off of their MDF paint racks, paint trays, really good prices already. And then 20% off is ridiculous.
They really are, because honestly, most of those, especially the paint racks and whatnot, you got to get from overseas, and the shipping is expensive.
And honestly, they've got one that's a portable paint kit, which is just a beautiful set and not expensive and really durable. So.
Yeah, they really have good prices on those, so you should check those out. Even without the coupon, you should check those out.
Go sign up for the newsletter. It's really quick. Button on the bottom, sign up for newsletter, put in your email address, you're done. In a week, you'll get a coupon. It's that simple.
Yeah, and sounds like it's going to be a pretty good one, because it was last month, so...
There's a couple things that we're, we literally,
waiting for them to have
have money put away, hoping that they go on sale.
Yeah, because there's things that we want.
Yeah.
Alright, before we move on to the really conversation...
Yay!
High topic. We'd like to really quick give you a rundown of the first week of the This Is Not a Test campaign results. As you can see on the map, the first game was, you can't see me anymore, but...
So, as we can see from the big board, our preservers here have expanded to 2 areas because they have done really good. What's the red?
The red was the preservers.
What was this? Oh yeah, the tribals have expanded to 2. The preservers have expanded to 2. Our Raiders up here in the corner have expanded. Our Raiders down here have expanded, and that's bad for everybody because both bands of Raiders have won. And
yeah.
that's that's 4 games out of 5. The 5th one is waiting because Token Gamer Chick and Belgrath have not had. Sorry, Token Gamer Chick and Belgrath have not had a chance to play yet because half of this week Belgrath was at or prepping for the LVO. So that game will happen probably Monday, and we'll let you guys know how that went along with week 2.
By the way, Merrick's Raiders down here. See that big H right there?
Oh.
Yeah. That means this guy drew from our campaign deck, our lovely campaign deck here, drew the hospital card. The man now has a hospital for his Raiders.
Yeah, so he's going to be tough.
In week 1.
So he's going to be tough to take down. We're doing a lot of really nice alpha testing for this as far as the cards and everything goes. Hopefully now that we're done with a move and a technology upgrade and 2 conventions, we're going to be able to get up some battle reports and stuff. Last week was just too hectic to try to fit in anything other than the necessities. So there's going to be more stuff coming up on the blog, some more Meet the Faction stuff, so maybe a couple bat reps. So it's going to be good. So keep an eye on that space.
More and more coming. All right. So we have also some upcoming releases coming from Prodos.
Yay! New Warzone models.
New Warzone
really
models
happy
coming
about these.
for most of you, actually. Mishima is getting some really nice Ashigaru.
Yep. Ashigaru are one of those classic units in the game that have just always been part of the story element, so it's really good to see the Ashigaru finally available so that Mishima has a second standard infantry unit.
Yeah. So and they're nice models. They got, the heads.
Yeah, really good job on these sculpts. I'm really happy with these. I like the Jingasa. I don't understand why they have a Daisho when they're not allowed to carry one, because that would make them samurai.
It's perfect.
It's for treason and they're beheaded.
Oh, well,
So I don't understand why the Ashigaru, who aren't samurai, have a Daisho which can only be carried by samurai.
They're not allowed to. They can't possibly be passed off as other swords.
No.
No.
They're literally, there's a reason why you're not allowed to put that guard on anything else.
It's the guard.
Yeah.
The guard is what distinguishes it. So, if you want to, play by the historical book, don't put those on.
I have a feeling that's going to be an extra add-on piece, and honestly, if you want to do it right, and oh, by the way, buy the unit entry so that the models are actually WYSIWYG on the field.
Right, because they're not statted for them.
Just don't put them on. But what you can do is save those Daishos to put them on some of your Ronin where the sword's broken.
Yeah, because
they all do.
Yeah, the Token Gamer Chick is nodding vigorously behind the camera over there.
I think I have one Ronin that has his original sword.
Yeah. So, extra swords.
Yep.
So, Bauhaus players, you get some Blitzers.
Oh, Bauhaus Blitzers again. Classic unit.
Yeah, very cool. Of course, Cybertronic gets the Machinator Mark 9.
Which is neat because it's going to allow... You are almost at the point that I've been waiting for Cybertronic, which is able to field an entire AI force. I want to do Robot Rebellion.
You just want to do robots.
Well, yeah. And these are going to be one of those, they normally count as specials, but you can take one as troops kind of thing.
Okay.
So now this is one of your 2 troop units.
Okay.
Technically, you still need to bring 1 unit of humans at the moment, because you need to have 2 troop units, but hopefully that will change in the near future, or otherwise I'll just get some dudes killed real quick.
And last but certainly not
I wonder if I could actually manage to win games by literally stroking the table and declaring a unit of minimum-sized chasseurs with no equipment and just playing down 85 points. Like, yep, they're in my list. Nope, I'm not feeling them.
Lists around here.
I don't need those 85 points. I can beat you without it.
Well, to be fair, that did happen in the last round of the Dark Age tournament.
That's true.
So, and last but certainly not least, we have Imperial Warhounds.
Yes.
Big, scary guys. Very cool.
Yeah, I love the Imperial models. The Warhounds are just adding on to, adding on to the cult really nicely.
Are those
like,
the ones with the wonderful Doctor Doom like masks?
No, they are the clan members, but they're holding these huge two-handed siege mallets.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the big moles.
Yeah, really good
Word.
power
The
malls.
word is
Like,
mole.
nice,
As in what's going to happen to you.
Those were the
gorgeous models.
Those models looked like they had force lines coming off of them. The force
Yeah,
lines
yeah.
weren't molded.
Yeah.
They just looked like they were.
But they were
force lines.
appropriately big to be holding those moles.
Yeah, like again, really well
it's a really big
sculpted.
guy, a really big weapon. Well,
Tons of
really-
detail, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, perfectly in
They
line
are
with
nice.
everything that's been coming out from for Mutant Chronicles.
Very nice. So now we move on to another upcoming release from Prodos. That's going to incite a little conversation. It's called Space Crusade. It's actually
Melting the internet as we speak.
It is. It's kind of being released initially as a board game, with basically built-in expansion capabilities. So you'll be able to, you can pre-order right now the board game, or the unit, or the unit boxes that would expand the board game.
Board game is about $100. Units are anywhere, depending on what you're looking at, anywhere from $24 to $60.
And
So
now,
priced about comparable with other wargaming companies,
and they are resin,
and they're
just
resin.
like the rest of Prodos stuff. And now I need a drink. Because now we gotta talk about the models.
You know what's been amazing this week? The fact that we have managed to get an angry editorial 3 for 3. I'm really impressed with this. I'm just going to sit back, have my popcorn, and let you do your thing.
So, the models. Yeah, the models.
You said that part.
The models are very heroine-centric.
Mm-hmm.
Very female-centric, which...
There's in fact not a single male model in the entire line to speak of.
No. Were there some, like, little...
We did not get close-ups
brood
on those
aliens or
little
something that we
tiny
didn't
things,
see?
so they
Yes.
might be
They could
something.
be male in ways we can't recognize, but... So we haven't seen them yet, but all the...
humanoids.
are female. And we are quite certain of that.
There's no arguing it, really.
There's no arguing that based off of their armor. Or, I should say, jewelry. It's very big jewelry. It's very big armor plates that cover only their shoulders and limbs. Oh, their shoulders and...
It's shoulders to hands and knee
Shoulders
to foot.
across the yoke and, knee to foot. However, all the lovely big,
Huge tracts of land.
the huge tracts of land are largely uncovered, as are all the other vital organs and large arteries in the torso and legs.
Oh, come on. You're saying from a combat perspective, allowing me to be able to poke you in all of this is a bad idea?
Yes, look, gentlemen, I understand that you are fascinated by the permanently developed mammary glands that human females are endowed with. Let me just say I'm okay with this fascination. However, if you love them that much, protect them. And for that matter, the lovely navel as well. If you love it, put a suit of armor on it. It's not quite the same ring as the ring thing, but if you love it, protect it. My problem is not the gratuitous female form stuff, although I do have a slight problem with the fact that wasn't Prodos the one that had all those really awesome sculptors that did the Warzone,
Including the current
stuff?
Warzone releases, yes.
Are
AVP,
gorgeous.
yeah.
The AVP stuff we think is gorgeous. That's another thing that we can get back to. But did you fire those sculptors? I don't mean to be mean, but Prodos lately has been known for ridiculously good sculpts, clean sculpts, daring sculpts, the realistic body proportions.
I would argue that these are daring. I'm not going to go with realistic body proportions nor clean, but I would argue they're still daring.
And don't get me wrong, these are not nowhere near the worst sculpts I've ever seen. And these are sculpts we have sculpts that are on this level, and they're models that we like, but they would have been very good models 10 years ago, sculpting wise.
Right.
But where do these other remarkable sculptors go that you have? So, the sculpting...
Can I counter that one?
Sure.
It is reasonable to assume that the sculptors that have been utilized so far for AVP and Warzone are still being utilized for AVP and Warzone.
And that's probably true.
And you
they
needed
need
to get more people,
for this.
and they got new people for this new project.
And again, I mean, there's some talent in here. There's some of the details in the armor and whatnot that are interesting. But, I mean, especially with the full figure forms, whatever, this sculptor looks like he's trying to be Kev White, but not quite making it. You know,
he's half Keving it?
He's half Keving it. Again, the half nudity is not my problem. My problem is that if you're going to put big, bulky armor on somebody, have it cover the important parts.
Okay.
And if you're going to do half nudity, sculpt it well. I mean, these are... Oh, by the way, when we're talking about, Token Gamer and Chick and I are talking about the armor, and it covers this, and it covers this, and it covers, you know, below the knee. Every single unit.
Yep.
Every single unit, the exact same armor.
Not only every single unit, but both sides. They have a good guy and a bad guy side.
Yeah.
And they both apparently shop at the exact
have the same blacksmith.
place.
Yeah.
The entire universe has the same blacksmith, and he only has one pattern.
Fair.
Well, honestly, he only needs one pattern because apparently there's only clones.
That's true. There is, in fact, only clones of one woman in
You
the
know,
universe as well.
I hadn't thought of that angle before, but if it turns out that they are in fact clones, then I am suddenly okay with the fact that all of the female models look identical.
Yeah.
They really do. They all have the exact same build.
The exact same build, the exact same facial features. The only thing that
Right.
differs as far as different things is the hair. That's the only organic that changes from model to model.
At all, yeah. Some of the head details. But honestly, even the scrolling in the armor is very, very similar between them, as well as the cut of the armor, as well as the poses.
Okay. I'm going to go for a descending angle while you refocus.
Okay.
Okay. As a group, we have collectively said over and over again that there is a time and a place for models like this. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to defend the quality of the sculpts because I agree that they went pinup, but they did it in a not as high quality manner as what we've seen them do for AVP and Warzone.
Right.
Okay? You can do pinup and get it to work really well. Again, Hassle-Free has done beautiful pinup for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bombshell has done beautiful pinup for years.
Patrick Keith.
We have almost every single Patrick Keith model.
Yeah.
You can't tell me we have a problem with pinup.
No, we adore a well done cheesecake.
Right.
A well done
pinup
is a true work of art, and we adore it and worship it. These are not that.
Now, here's going to be my counter.
Okay.
The argument of there's a time and place, artistically, for pinup models, pinup armies.
Okay.
If this was an anime, and in the anime, specifically the fictional universe dynamic was established so that this armor was commonplace and accepted,
Okay.
nobody would have a problem.
So
because in fact, there's a ton of those.
What you're saying is that this armor is the genes of this universe.
Yeah. Just for whatever reason, their combat has evolved.
Everybody
uses
it.
This is the way things are done. And because this is the way things are done, it's okay for both sides to have non-torso armor.
Okay, so possible really popular styles, possible cloning, or severe genetic similarity within the races.
Right.
You know, all women in this and all the races simply really look that much alike. There are races that look. There are like animals, for example, that
you can make this. You can make the argument.
You can make that argument.
I'm
so
also
kind of waiting on the fluff on that.
Also, I have no problem whatsoever with the demonic models not having torso armor. They're demons. By the nature of them being demons, I can argue that they reasonably don't have internal organs.
Or
Yeah.
that was not
They're,
his
they're,
knee.
they're magic forms. They don't need them.
Yeah.
Um,
or they're somewhere
To
else.
which, if I am a magic form and I really don't need the armor, and my body is just this tough as it is normally, and I'm wearing armor for effect, and I'm wearing armor to maintain a look, why not mock yours?
Alright. I mean, yeah.
So
I can see that for the demons, and there was one or two demon models that I really liked from a sheer aesthetic standpoint.
yeah, I'm telling you,
Leaving aside,
the infantry unit, really, really good.
yeah.
Here's where I have a problem with the system.
Okay.
Saying all of that is well and good,
Okay.
and I know why it was done, and I can talk to why it was done, but if you're trying to establish that you're doing something for a reason of artistic expression, you don't copy somebody else's IP doing it. You make your own armor, which looks like your own stuff, and isn't an obvious intentional ripoff of GW's IP.
Because that's not good for
Because if I'm trying to make an artistic expression, I'm trying to make my artistic expression, not someone else's. If I'm trying to sell models, I copy someone else's.
And honestly, the renderings and the proportions of the renderings kind of just even played into that even further.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, there was also one other one I think that you were okay with, the mech-like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The big like dreadnoughty walker
so
stompy
big
thing.
dreadnoughty walker stompy mech thing
Mhm.
with just the woman controlling it wearing almost nothing.
Yeah, but suspended completely within it.
Why not a dome? I am fine with her being naked underneath a protective dome.
Force field projectors that just aren't visible until they're interacted with.
So you think those things around?
I can theme out excuses. I'm a writer. It's literally what I do for a living. I can come up with excuses.
So all right.
I'm not saying that they're valid. I'm saying that they're plausible.
So all right.
Because I don't know. I haven't seen any of this thing
If
yet.
that's a force field,
Mhm.
I can get behind that one, because quite frankly, if you're under some kind of force field controlling your mech, why do you want anything clunky holding back your controls?
More importantly,
I
if
can get
it's
behind that.
if it's some kind of direct interface, similar to like Neuromancer or whatnot. I mean, there's enough
Maybe an interface is
there's
better.
enough cyberpunk history that can support
Alright,
the idea that
alright.
if I'm feeling the skin of the machine and something on my own, it's tough for me to tell them apart. If I'm not wearing anything, I know all the inputs are from the machine.
So I guess what we're saying is we're kind of waiting on the fluff on that, to see if they explain things in a way that we can.
What I'm saying is, gamers are passionate,
Yeah,
and
I just have a thing with bad armor.
gamers are passionate and slightly neurotic. I could see why people will be behind this project.
Yeah.
I could see why people will be condemning this project. And while all press is good press, there is a very specific reason why the biggest two companies in this industry decided years ago that these kind of models didn't help their brand. I don't know that it's a good business decision. I can tell you it's not the business decision that I would make in an era where you have Gamergate and gaming industries are being attacked for being misogynistic. I don't know why you put out a game that has 26 female models, no male models, and no torso covering.
Yeah. Limb armor. I don't understand limb armor.
Again, as an artistic expression, I can get it. I can. If these models were in AVP, you'd see me flipping tables, because AVP is hard science.
Yeah.
If these models were in Warzone, you'd see me flipping tables, because because Warzone is Mutant Chronicles. Although it has its cheesecakey moments, don't get me wrong, Valerie Duvall is about as cheesecakey as you can get. You literally draw the model by making a series of circles.
Right.
Okay? As cheesecakey as she is, Warzone is a diesel punk setting with mystical and hard sci-fi elements.
Okay.
Okay? Doesn't fit there. If it was there, I'd be table flipping. If you are saying, I am specifically establishing, whether you want to say this is a good reason or not, I'm specifically establishing a pin-up space opera setting.
Okay.
Where, how does technology work? Very well, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Science and magic are wonky. We know it's wonky. We have demons.
Fair.
Fair. We don't know if they have wizards, but we know they have demons.
Right.
I think if there is an element for armies of this type of look, this would be the one.
Okay, so maybe. The only other thing I want to say...
Not to say that anyone that thinks I'm wrong is incorrect. I have an opinion. You have an opinion. We can differ on this one. Everybody can differ on this one. I'm not saying that I'm happy with this line. I'm not saying that I intend to collect this line. I'm saying there is a market for it.
Okay.
The market will appear misogynistic. Whether it is or is not is arguable. To forcefully say that this is most definitely misogynistic is to forcefully say that much of your Renaissance era art is also forcefully misogynistic.
Oh, pretty much was. But leaving that part aside. The only other thing I want to say, and in brief, is that I kind of want to, before I make any really final judgments on how good the models are sculpt-wise, I do kind of want to see a couple of them in person.
We need to actually see the models.
We need
At
to
the
actually
moment, all we're
see
seeing
the
are
models.
renders.
But there's a slight concern about Mantic clausing this since we don't have our AVP yet.
Which is another issue. I mean, we've said before that a company shouldn't start another massive project, usually in crowdfunding, until they finish.
But this isn't that much better. I mean, it's not a Kickstarter, but you're still asking us to give you more money before you've given us our last product.
Right. And no, it's not crowdfunding. Yes, it's a pre-order. It's only a 1 month pre-order, but still, there is no reason for this to be coming out now. Aside from, we need more money to fulfill our Kickstarter. Which might be the case. I don't know.
It might. But so,
I don't know the books for Prodos.
Historically, we love Prodos. We want things they do to succeed. I was really surprised when I saw this and he said it was a Prodos thing. Like, it just doesn't...
That actually, literally, she was like, wait, this is a Prodos release?
Prodos, wait. Am I confused? Aren't those the guys that did Warzone Resurrection in AVP? Yeah. Okay.
Literally, the question, as you already put up, was, did they fire their sculptors?
Yeah.
So,
but, who knows? We'll see. I mean, maybe we'll get a hold of some and take a closer look and get the fluff and see if...
by the way, in case this wasn't enough coverage on this issue, I expect that Belgrath will have something to say about this next week. I can't guarantee that he's going to be ranting on this one, but this seems like something that he's going to want to put his 2 cents in.
Yeah.
Especially if next week is a slow week. You never know.
So, that's about all I have. Second class latest.
Oh, I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
Alright, so feel free to continue debating on that topic if you want.
Drop your comments below. Tell me what you think below. If you have any... If you take umbrage to the models, please make comments. If you do not take umbrage to the models, please leave comments below as to why. Caveat.
I'm really just trying to start a fight.
Caveat. In the comments, no one is to attack anybody else for their opinion on these. Please. No. This is not the place for that. This is a place for people to have opinions on what something looks like. Right. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong. So, people can say they like them. People can say they despise them. That's fine. They're allowed to.
Yeah.
Nobody is allowed to attack anybody else because I'm telling you those comments will be down as soon as I see them.
And please make your opinions respectful as well.
Yes.
I mean, I feel bad about how badly I'm bad-mouthing them and I'm being polite, but I just, be polite.
Be polite. That's all we ask. So, thank you. Hope you liked the show. If you are wondering where our Kickstarter content is, it's because we did a Kickstarter show earlier in this week that you might have missed. Check it out on the channel. There will also be a Kickstarter show midweek next week because that seems to be a thing.
Yeah.
It works really well.
Okay.
And make sure you like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and we will see you next week. This has been Second Class Elitist and
Ali Alcatraz.
And behind the camera,
Token Game Shake.
Yay! Catch you all later.